Good morning. How are you all doing today? This is Lain, episode 2 of my Positivity. So super excited about it. Um, so pretty much I was told that the last one was kind of dark. So I put like a light right here, bare bulb. Uh, hasn't seemed to help too much. Who knows? So I tried. But first off, I just want to say thank you for joining me again. Or if this is your first time, hello. Um, so pretty much, want to kind of show you my pretty teacup. Actually, today it's one with the lilacs on it. It's really pretty. And then I also have my new teapot here, which has gold and pretty flowers and things like that. Today I'm actually drinking my most favorite tea of recent time, which is ginger peach turmeric. Again, I'm like having issues. Hi, Chris. It's by Bigelow. I realized that I was out of it 2 days ago, and I'm like, oh, no, I gotta have it for my tea time. It's amazing. You wouldn't think it would be. Ginger, peach, and turmeric are kind of weird. Together, they're amazing though. So you should definitely check that out. What are you guys drinking out there? Any fun beverages? Hi. Um, and then also, what are you watching on TV right now? I am probably one of the few that still has basic cable, which I don't even watch. I have to keep it because I have rentals. But I pretty much don't watch that. So I have every single streaming that you could possibly have. Um, so I have Hulu. The only one I think I don't have is Disney Plus. Netflix. Hulu right now, I am watching Parenthood again. I think we're on season 3 or 4 of the million that there are. Watching it now because now that I am a mom, it's completely different how I kind of watch it and take a lot of different things from it than I used to when I first watched it. Chris is drinking just a plain cinnamon spice herbal tea. Hi, Rich. Hi, Lisa. Hi. Um, so yeah, so that we're kind of watching sporadically. Parenthood, I mean, it's still really good. I enjoy it. Uh, but like I said, it's completely different than when I watched it live. Because my life has shifted and have new priorities, and I kind of understand the parents a lot more now. So that's awesome. Another thing I've been watching on Netflix because of Facebook is this weird Tiger King thing. Have any of you been watching that? Um, ooh, lemon ginger tea. I have one of those too. Those are really great. Um, it is, I can only watch it in small shifts, because I don't think we finished even the first episode in one sitting because it was just, what am I watching? This guy's weird, but then even the other ladies, it's just, I don't know. I mean, if you're really bored, I would say watch it. It's just interesting. Watching a show called an AMC called Dispatches from Elsewhere. Ooh, what is that about? It sounds cool. Love AMC. Have a lot of fun shows that I used to watch, Walking Dead being one of them. I stopped watching that. But a lot of times I'm literally just scrolling through to see what I want to watch and it wastes time. So I like having people say, "Hey, watch this. This is great." That kind of thing. So I figured for this second episode, I would kind of go through what my normal morning routine is, my normal practice. Some days I have distractions, and that's another thing I want to talk about is how you deal with those distractions and kind of stay on track with what you want to do for that morning. But first thing I do is read from this book called Ocean of Dharma. I actually have bought it because my Uncle Tim does the same thing where he reads a passage each day. Basically, just has a lot of interesting things about teachings of living life with courage and compassion. It's technically Buddhist, but again, I mean, if it resonates with you, it does. But a lot of it, you just kind of, I read it first just so that I can mull it over and say, okay, what does that mean to me? Does it mean anything to me right now? Sometimes it doesn't. And I'm just like, that was really wordy. And I'm just going to kind of move on. But it's also another thing, like a lot of people use Bible verses or they have books that have a daily Bible thing. And if that works for you, awesome. And I like doing that because then it starts my brain to work, especially before, before I'd be like, oh, I'm a zombie, not thinking about anything. Alternative reality game in an old haunt. Ooh, in Philly. Sounds cool, Rich. I'll have to look that up. I hope it's on a streaming thing though. I don't know how that half of that works. Anyway, so then the second thing I do, I have this 5-year journal that I started in 2018 that I really didn't stick to. But now I'm trying to do it every single day where literally you can kind of see from 5 years span of what the topic it asked. Like this one today was, when was the last time you felt like you were on top of the world? So you can literally see from the different years how your life has shifted, how you see things differently. Another one is like, who do you think is cute? That one's whatever. Who would play you in a movie? That kind of stuff. So again, this takes me 2 seconds. Um, just fun to look back at. I like journaling in that way. I like prompts too. Hi, Dana. Miss you. I read the daily scripture readings with devotion. Same thing, yeah. So having that as a starting point for your day to mull over something and kind of get your brain working. Then I have a lot of journals, just so you know. I got this awesome gratitude journal from my aunt for Christmas, I think, last year. So it kind of has a fun little a quote from somebody, develop an attitude of gratitude and give thanks for everything that happens to you. And then it gives you the date I am thankful for, and then 1, 2, and 3. Gratitude has really changed my view on everything, on life, on how I deal with problems that can arise. Um, I've been trying to journal, but yeah, that journal, it is awesome. So sorry, I'm getting distracted by people talking, but that's the point. So I'm not going to feel bad about it. But so I can look back. I've been actually keeping this one until since I got it from her. I've missed a few days, but it's pretty interesting to see. And also trying to figure out 3 different new things has been difficult too. Be like, oh man, I said that yesterday that I'm grateful for being healthy or something like that. So trying to really think about new things every day has been helpful to keep me in a good mindset, positive mindset. And then I have like my normal journal. I can't even see it. Okay, you got this. Um, I've been keeping this one since I went on a retreat in November in Texas with my yoga people. I literally went and bought one for the retreat, thinking, oh, I have a million of these journals. I don't know why I'm buying another one, but I want to start fresh. Um, Jackie makes so much fun of me because I have so many half written journals, but I have actually stuck to this since November. So I'm almost done with it. And I feel like I haven't done that since high school. I used to have a daily journal in high school, and I still look back every now and then and think, whoa, what was I thinking? Because I was really angsty and moody and emo in high school. So it's kind of interesting to think that going back and looking at what made an impact in my life back then makes no sense to me in my 30s. I don't know if you can realize that it's insane how did my brain work this way before? But that's really pretty much my opening morning practice that I try to do. Um, Even just in this journal, I write my to-do list. I write what I want to do in the day, a lot of my fears for the day. I kind of put it in there so that I can just be like, done, put it away, not worth being scared about. just so that I can write it down and let it go, kind of. And then sort of just what's going on in the day. I don't go too in depth, um, just because unless I feel called to do it. But most of the time, it's like, okay, I'm stressing out about this. I have to do, I go clean cottages and I got to go to the bank and I got to do all this stuff. And then it feels kind of more comfortable for me because I'm a list person to just write it down and say, okay, I know what I need to do today. I can let go of the stress of it. It's going to be fine. I'm going to find the time in the day and then move on. Um, so that's what I kind of start my day with. And then if it's a stressful day, I try and write down an affirmation of, okay, it is a stressful day, but I'm going to finish all of the items on my list today. Or I am going to feel happy and excited about today. You always want to make sure that if you are writing in like an affirmation for yourself, it's always positive. It's never like, I am not going to feel sad today because your brain doesn't know the difference again. That, if you're saying it, you're speaking it into existence. So even if you feel stressed out or sad or depressed, you always want to say, I feel happy today. I'm going to have a good day. And constantly keep saying it to yourself so that your brain is like, oh, okay, I guess this lady is telling me that we should be happy today. I journal a lot during my meetings and have written in my journal every single day. Wow, that's awesome, Chris. Look back and how I was feeling back then for sure. It's kind of brain numbing sometimes when you look back at and be like, why did I feel like that? That's insane. Because a lot of times, at least for me, I over exaggerate things in the time. And then I look back and say, that wasn't even that bad. Why was I having such a crazy day? Silly. Um, Rich, that reminds me of The Artist's Way. Hmm, to look into that. So yeah, so if it's a rough morning, I always try and stop myself from kind of dwelling on the negative and give myself an affirmation to come back to throughout the day if I'm not being present in the present moment, if I'm still stressing out about whatever it was I was stressing about, or a new stress, which always kind of pops out. Um, and then at the end, I try to do a quick yoga stretch, 2 minute session, nothing crazy, just because if I try to do more, that's never going to happen. Especially because usually I wake up when Deb wakes up. So there's not a lot of time. Hi, Martel. Nice to see you. Distractions on top of trying to create a morning routine, a morning practice. It's going to happen. I find that when Jackie's home, I get a lot more distracted because I want to, be with her and, all that. And Deb is always a constant distraction to stop me, but I always try and hone back in, even if it's midday, I finish my journaling or something like that so that I can kind of keep myself accountable and feel like I did what I set out to do. And if that's all I can do today, at least I did that. So, all right. So I have also started something that's not necessarily morning, but in the morning and at night, if you have a partner, somebody that you even live with, even if it's just a roommate, um, asking that person, what are you grateful for? And they have to stop what they were thinking, doing whatever, and say, I am thankful for X, Y, and Z. So that you start your day with gratitude and you end your day with gratitude. I think the ending part is a little bit harder sometimes because if it was a hard day, it's harder to remember, was there something positive about today? What am I grateful for? But that's really good for you to do with somebody else so that if you want to be even like somebody on Facebook, you can be like, hey, I know this person. I want to connect with this person. Just randomly, text them or DM them. What are you grateful for today? And see what they say because that could completely open up another avenue in their brain to be like, you're right. Why am I, so down? I have so much to be thankful for. And a lot of people say that if you stay in that gratitude state, then positive things will come to you. So especially in my yoga practices, they always say, keeping a positive mindset and having gratitude and cultivating gratitude in your daily life is the only way that more positive comes to you. It's that law of attraction. You attract like things. So if you're a negative Nancy, if you're a curmudgeon, or somebody in your life you notice, I mean, it's me a lot of the times, and they're constantly just pissy and in a bad mood and just hate life and hate people and don't want to deal with it, bad stuff's going to keep coming because they're going to, fly off the handle with some random person and then they're going to have a confrontation and, then their car gets hit because they're distracted. And, so it's kind of this spiral of like, okay, if I'm just constantly negative, then bad stuff keeps happening to you. Now, if you're trying to be positive and stuff keeps happening to you that you don't want, it happens. It takes a while to get into that zone of bringing it. And when you start doing it, though, you might start losing people in your life as well because then they start to realize that, oh, I can't get away with certain things with Lain anymore because she doesn't take it anymore like she used to. So negative people in your life start to get pushed out, and then positive people, they see, a random post that you're being super positive about something, or they will come to you. And that's what I've noticed, especially when I moved up here. I was able to meet a couple people off the bat just because I was putting myself out there, being vulnerable and being positive about, even if I was having a rough day, what can I do to help others? So random people were just coming into my life that gave me opportunities, and I found good friendships already up here, and I was shocked by it. So wasn't expecting it at all. And that's how it usually happens too, when you're not forcing it, when you're not expecting anything from anybody and you're keeping that gratitude of I'm healthy, happy, and I have a roof over my head. I'm, you know, all that stuff, it'll come to you. Okay, so anyone else drinking anything fun? I really want to know so I can start looking and seeing if I can buy stuff. I'm just trying to get my repertoire of tea and coffee too. I've actually been getting more into coffee now. I was away from it for a while, which was great. But now it's just so much easier to just put on a pot and be done with it. But I seriously, this ginger peach turmeric is amazing. So today I want to just go out. Actually, it's a beautiful day. I think it's like in the 50s up here, and do a water meditation real quick. So I think my sister Laura said, "Oh, you should go out and show the water." So this could be kind of weird, me grabbing. It's the laptop too. So pardon me while I get us situated so that you guys can see the pretty water. Do, do, do. I don't look at oh my random. I have a baby. Don't judge me. In my messy house. Feels like now that I'm at home more, it's messier, which doesn't make any sense. Okay. Ooh, it's sunny. All right. So I'm gonna try and see if I can get a good view for you guys. Yes. I want to get a little closer. Does that work? Okay. We're gonna do a meditation on water, the element of water. So I'm gonna double check that you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? And please respond. Ethiopians. Trying to think I can, you can see. Who knows? Okay. All right. So I want you guys to start to pay attention to your breath. Imagine each inhale as the buildup of a wave, and each exhale is the crash. You are one with the water, with the current, movement, the mysterious depths below its surface. Envelop your body with her coolness, her might, her beauty. Now come again to your breath and become water. Come back to your body. Slipped away a little bit. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for connecting with me. Definitely need it. We all need it. Have a good day. Love you all.